Very cool. I see Wellington was shaken by an earthquake this morning, about an hour ago, measuring a magnitude of 4.2. Not bad. It's enough to stir the coffee if you leave the spoon in there. GNA reckons that it was about 20 kilometres south of Whangarei at a depth of 17 kilometres. Not bad. Yeah, pretty good one. Also, they were feeling it at Mount Ruapeo this morning. Absolutely elated. Now, let me get this guy on the phone. You're going to love this. Yeah, hi, I'd like to talk to Seth, please. Seth, is that you there?
Yep, it is, mate.
Nice. Let me just turn the microphone on so we can hear you. Now, Seth, welcome to Galaxy. It's an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again. I think the last time I saw you, you were about 14 years of age.
Shit, yeah, I think it was too.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I think, if that's about right. You 17 now, is that right?
Yep, that is.
Not bad, not bad. I see the names beside you as well.
Yeah, there's the name.
Nice to see you, Anton. It is an absolute pleasure. Two New Zealand champions in one place at one time. One former champion and one current champion. Now, I want to read this out from the Gisborne Herald on the 19th. It says, Gisborne production saloon driver Seth McKay, in brackets 48G, won the New Zealand production saloon Grand Prix title in Huntly at the weekend. Now, Seth, 48G, did you take that number with you, did you, from your old car?
Yeah, from my mini stock, I've been 48G since I was 12, so.
Nice, nice. Now, 40 cars in the lineup, 2 groups for qualifying, reduced to a final field of 20, and you had pretty much a jump start, didn't you? You were number 2 on the grid.
Yeah, so I had 2 qualifying and qualified top of my group, so I got to start number 2 off the start of the finals. So. Very,
very cool. Now, did you have Antonio running blocker for you?
No, look, unfortunately, I only did 3/4 of a lap and got completely destroyed by the guy who came second on the Grand Prix.
Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah, 1 lap wonder.
Okay, well, you're going to have to live up to something a little better because, believe me, Antonio, former New Zealand champion in your own right, I would have expected at least 2 laps.
Well, that's what I was hoping to actually finish 2 races, but that's all good. Payback's a bitch.
It is, it really, really is. Now, congratulations, Seth, age of 17, you're a New Zealand champion. Let's put you on the starting grid right now. What went through your mind as you're getting prepared for your very last race?
I was just hoping not to mess it up and stay where I am, and second's all good, and then somehow pass the guy in first on the 17th lap. So,
now, Seth, you've been racing, well, for a number of years now. You're quite a seasoned professional. You've got the whole future ahead of you. Now you're coming into the adult status. Do you think that this year being your very first New Zealand champion, it's not beginner's luck, is it?
Nah, shit. It was pretty much luck with the draw, but it still takes some driver skill to finish up there, so.
Well, believe me, let me not take anything away from you. I think you're a very, very skilled driver. I really, really do. And one day when I come down there, you're going to let me have a ride, aren't you?
If you want to hop on it, you can.
I love that. I love that. Antonio's going, oh my God, how much is this going to cost us now? Dents, plenty of dents, but believe me, you've got a pretty good crew with you right now. I heard there's about 10 in your crew. That's quite a substantial pit crew right there.
Yeah, had to bring 2 cars up for the load.
Nice. Very, very cool. Now, you're racing this morning, aren't you? What are you racing for this morning? Are you starting the new 2021 as of today?
So this is the New Zealand champ, so wherever you finish, so if you get 1, 2 or 3, you get to put 1 NZ on your car, 2 NZ and 3 NZ. That's what we're doing. But today is just only qualifying, so if you make it into the finals or not, really.
Well, believe me, I think you're going to take it out. I really, really do. I have that much faith in you. Would love to see one NZ on your car. Have seen it on your father's car a couple of times, so that's really, really cool as well. And, you know, your grandma, proud grandmother sitting over here, absolutely loving this. She couldn't wait to tell me about your results. She really, really couldn't, so we've got to give her a bit of stick as well, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
I say I'm a nana. I'm not
She's
a
doing
grandmother.
something with the Facebook Wandy thing there, you know, talking into that.
Matt Fowle, his brother-in-law, watching.
His brother-in-law is watching.
Yeah, Matt.
Matt's watching. Okay, we need to give Matt a bit of stick as well then, don't we, Steph?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Nice to have Matt along. It's absolutely brilliant to have the team along. Now, what's the plans for the future for this year?
Oh, that's a hard one. I actually have no clue, really. Just race and results, really.
Now,
Good result.
the beauty about this, at the same time, it's quite a surreal time around the world right now with this COVID virus thing going on, but the beauty about what you're doing right now doesn't really take a lot of people to be able to make this happen, does it?
Oh, it takes a fair bit because you need the ambulance crew, you need the fire crew, you need the pit crew, and it all adds up, really.
Yeah,
So-
I get that, Seth, but at the same time, you're not really breaking your boundaries with these people unless you really, really have to, are you?
No, not really. You don't really get within 2 meters of people, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody's behind you.
Sorry?
Everybody's behind you.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
It only matters when they're in front of you, believe me. Anybody in the rearview mirror, no worries. Believe me, no worries. Now, having
Hi,
said
Holly.
that, how has COVID virus affected you guys down there?
I actually haven't seen a sign of COVID in my vicinity, so it hasn't really affected me much, but it's probably affected quite a bit of people around the world. So, yeah, it's pretty sad.
It is, and believe me, we get it on a daily basis here from people all around the world telling us all sorts of things, and believe me, some of it's very, very eye-opening. Let's put it that way. I don't want to say scary because it can be very scary, but it is very eye-opening. I think here in New Zealand we've been very, very lucky. I've got to be honest with you. Even having done the lockdown and everything like that, that other countries are still wrangling with the thought of having to do it. I think it was the best thing to do. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we are pretty lucky, really, that we got put into lockdown straight away and got knocking on the virus straight away.
Exactly. Now, at the same time, having said all of that, we're now starting to come back to what we would term as a new normal. Would you call it a new normal right now?
Right now I would, until somehow the virus gets back in New Zealand and it's back to square one.
Yeah, well, that's what scares me too, is that we may be guilty of becoming complacent. We don't want to let that happen. We really, really don't. Some really funky kind of strains out there right now, which to me, and I've got to be honest with you, Seth and Anton, if you've got a virus and it mutates, that to me denotes that it's intelligent.
Yeah.
That's scary. I don't know whether you know this, Anton, but Mum actually knows a scientist that's working on the vaccine over in England right now.
He never knows what his mum's up to.
Yeah, he never knows what his mum's up to. Pleasantly surprising, to be very honest. She's got some very, very interesting friends and relations by the sound of it, including Dean Baker in the family tree. So Seth, you're really amongst some of the most elite in New Zealand as far as sport goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You are, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's just too modest and too humble to realise those achievements.
I get it. I really get it. But you know something? We need to emulate you, Seth, because really you have done a phenomenal job at coming in at New Zealand champion, and believe me, we're really, really excited for you. Looking forward to following you through your career, and well, one day might have to come down and have a cold one with Antonio.
You know it.
You should. You
Yeah.
should.
And maybe he might even put me in a car this time. The last time, well, he beat me at darts.
Yeah, he's quite good at darts.
Yeah,
When he
believe me.
wants to be.
Anyway, guys, thank you.
One thing. Holly, Antoine's daughter, and Seth's the baby brother to Holly.
Okay,
Sister.
Holly
Sister.
and Seth, baby daughter, and everything like that are all online right now. So you're allowed to poke tongues.
Go on.
Yeah, you are. Actually, you're allowed to do that. But Seth, thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your morning. I know it's a very busy time. You're getting ready for another race, and we wish you all the best with that. But thank you for taking the time out to talk to us today. And Antonio, thank you as well for joining us. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you guys. And please take care, stay safe, won't you?
We will.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolute pleasure. Hang in there for a second, and we'll just do this right now. Here's the Jonas Brothers.